Yes, Pretzelman 945 here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing an anime which I binged entirely in an afternoon. It has been a long ass time since I did something like that, but the anime that I watched was good enough to deserve that. The anime I'm going to be reviewing in this video, and the anime that was so good that I did such a thing with, is Odd Taxi. Um, Now Odd Taxi was completely not what I expected on every level. Now, um, I normally a big sort of gung ho thing on my channel is the fact that I do not really um I generally tend to spoil things. Uh that's probably an expectation most people have who watched a lot of my videos. Um this is one of the rare cases where I'm actively putting a spoiler warning, mainly because Odd Taxi is, as I will talk about in this video, Odd Taxi was such a unique experience compared to what I was expecting on every level. And I think that it is absolutely best to go into Odd Taxi 100% blind, because I think that that is easily the best way to experience the kind of story that Odd Taxi is trying to tell. So I don't normally do this, but if you have not watched Odd Taxi before watching this video, then click off this video and watch Odd Taxi first. Come back here if you want to. Um, Now, with that being said, let's get into talking about the actual show itself, because Um, so the initial premise of it being this, sort of seemingly chill slice of life show about, it features anthropomorphic animals, and then it's got this, the walrus dude named Otokawa, who's the main character. He's just a chill taxi driver dude who sort of listens to the experiences of other people as they ride in his taxi. And that's what I thought the show was going to be about. And there is a little bit of that. I'd say for like about the first three episodes, that's a big um that is sort of what the core of the show is. But you can really tell there's something deeper than that. And what I love about this show so much is the way that it's able to just portray such realistic problems in such a variety of ways, such a variety of different problems that a variety of different people can go through. Um, Through a variety of different characters, and just make it an incredibly unique experience. So um, one example of this would be my personal favorite character in the show, which was Tanaka. I think um I think episode 4 is probably the best episode of the entirety of Odd Taxi, because it's just singularly focused basically on Tanaka's character and like his entire life story and the sort of dangers of obsession with something, and how that can literally drive a person insane when they become so obsessed and addicted to something. And in this case, it was like a gotcha game adjacent sort of mobile game in this universe. Um, but like that sort of danger that it could happen to anybody was just a really powerful message. Uh and like the way that everything ties together at the end, with Otokawa, and the fact that the reason that there are anthropomorphic animals in the whole show is because of this accident that has been alluded to multiple times, is is like this reason is because like the mental condition that he gets from an accident. That's why he sees the entire world as the animals, and it just connects into place so well. It's just frankly genius storytelling. And like the way that, like, the Tanaka example and Otokawa's ultimate resolution are just two of several examples of like very realistic life problems that people deal with on a common basis, which is like treated with such care and seriousness that it makes it feel like the emotional investment in these characters with these problems is just worth it. Um, and I loved this show, and it was so different than what I was expecting, and yet I love it because of that. Now one thing I was expecting from this show was chill vibes, and I will say that's the one thing that I definitely got between the music, the opening, which is just absolutely amazing. I fucking love the opening. The opening was so good. Um, the sort of like very ill animation style. There's a lot of like very calm, quiet moments that look very pristine and pretty, which, considering this was partly worked on by OLM, that makes a lot of sense. Um, but it just had a lot of like very quiet, pristine moments, which definitely gave off a lot of chill vibes. Um, so that was definitely the one thing that I would say that I got, that my expectation was weak by uh watching this show, I guess. Um and yeah, I mean this I'm sort of struggling to find more things to talk about than I've already mentioned, but just like the storytelling, the character work, and the seriousness with how each issue and each character was treated was just amazing. Uh, genuinely incredible. Like this show was just so beyond what I expected on every level, and at the same time, it is so fucking bingeable because I literally binged the whole thing in an afternoon after I got off work today. uh, it is such a insanely bingeable show, and you are gonna fly through all 13 episodes before you even are really thinking about it. So yeah, I highly recommend this show. Um, uh, I mean, hopefully you did not watch this video, because I did kind of spoil the whole point of the show and what makes it very unique, and the main plot twist and stuff like that. But I highly recommend this show to anyone really. Like I think this is an anime that like uh there's few animes that I can say that I would recommend to literally anybody, like any person I come across. There are plenty of animes I recommend to a lot of people, but also not every person. Um, but On Taxi is, I think, one of those few animes that I think I can truly recommend to literally anybody just because of the seriousness in which it deals with so many real issues that many people encounter and the care that they are treated with as aspects of the storytelling. um yeah, this show was just fucking incredible. If you have not watched it, then please do. Uh, but that concludes my review of it. I fucking loved it. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of Odd Taxi if you have seen it. Um, and I will see you later. Bye bye.